We are actually home a day early. Started late this week. Kind of screws up the whole week to start a day late, but I'm home a day early technically, and we're something I found out yesterday morning, really wasn't by choice, was that my hood cable's broke. Went to go open my hood to put some windshield washer fluid in, and found out that the hood cable broke. It keeps the hood from falling over when you open the hood. So I'm gonna go do that real quick on Snowball. We use the tractor. I got my forks on already, so we have to. What I gotta do is use the forks, but the forks be with you. But we gotta use the forks. Let the prop use them to hold the hood up while I put the cables on. So it's just a lot easier using this instead of trying to go find something else to hold the hood up. So, I'll be with you. Alright, not exactly how we planned it, but we are resting on the mirror there. These are pretty simple, just a couple of Allen head bolts. Hopefully they don't strip out. Hard part is reaching up there. And I gotta do them on both sides, but we're gonna get this done real quick. Changing my cables out.
Nice.
Is it broke? What are you doing? Yeah, homework. Good Monday. What kind of homework? What? What's that? English? English language arts? One side done. We gotta get the other side done, but I don't have anywhere to put you guys, so we're gonna get this done real quick. Okay, as you can see, we got the forks on the ground. The hood is standing on its own. Now I can put some squirty juice in it to clean my windshield. Like I said, these new cables. This one here is probably taking most of the support because of the way the truck's leaning, but they're on there. Alright guys, we are back home in the shop. So far my hood hadn't fallen off yet, so kind of ironically, when we started our first video for this channel, actual video, we're putting the carburetor back on the engine. So here we are, taking it back off. I figured probably decent to go back, kind of throw back a little bit, kind of chat with you guys while I'm doing this. This past week, rock and roll lost another legend to death. Eddie Van Halen, for those of you that don't know or don't keep up with the music world. I don't know if I ever said in any of my videos, but if I didn't have a race car sitting in my shop, I'd probably have a drum set out here. Everything I do, music's like my smoking. I don't smoke, don't really drink, but it's not hard for me to get lost in music. I don't read books or anything like that. A lot of people argue who's better for Van Halen, Sammy Hagar, or David Lee Roth. Me, I'm a bigger Sammy fan than I was ever a David Lee Roth fan. David Lee Roth, if it wasn't for the band Van Halen, he wouldn't have a name for himself. So that's all I got to say about that. Sammy Hagar, he did good with or without a backing band to support him. So I just want to throw that out there. We get you situated here again. Switch sides. Oop, I'm losing my bolts. Nuts. But I don't know. I was looking at a list. We're losing you again. There we go. I was looking at a list the other day of artists, rock and roll artists to be specific, that have died this year, and there's quite a big list. One that kind of surprised me and it kind of caught me off guard was Little Richard. I didn't even know he passed away. And normally I'm on top of the bigger name people when they pass, but by another, I missed that one. We went for a little adventure today, family outing. Never hurts to go out and just do things out of the ordinary, go exploring, riding around. That's what I used to do with my grandparents when I was a kid. Grandpa would get a wild hair up his rear and decided it was time to go somewhere. So that's kind of what my wife did to me today. She said, let's go. So we went. Something I did, I don't know, sometime in the past, was I took a piece of cardboard and set it on there to kind of an extra backing so nothing gets down in the intake while we're pulling the engine out. Something simple. But pretty much, those that have never done this is how it mounts up. It sits down in there, put the cardboard underneath the plate, and bolt it down, or run the washers down on it, the washers and nuts. Something going on here. I think I got them two washers backwards. I think so. Well, now the carb's off, we can get back here to the sending unit for the oil pressure sensor. If I can figure out which wrench it takes. I believe it's 9/16, but it is. Get that off. And I think we got to take the main power off to the starter on the other side, which I think we're going to probably replace that cable this year. I think we got one laying around here that'll work. That cable's kind of getting a little shady down there at the connector. You know, I gotta say, the channel ain't growing very quick. I know some people think it's kind of hilarious that I keep doing these videos, and you know, I might get 20-30 views on a shop video. I think my biggest video I got so far with the most views was when I was up helping Mike, and I think it Darren Klein, I think it was, that crashed. I just happened to catch it on camera. I think that had over 400 and something views, but most people, and I don't know if anybody actually realizes this, but I can actually tell what the average view time is on my videos, how long people are watching, and I think the average view time on that video is like 1 minute 30 seconds. But I do appreciate those of you that do watch every week, even though if it's only 1 minute and 30 seconds. We appreciate it. At least you got 1 minute 30 seconds of some sort of entertainment. I'll show you this wire here in a second. I'm not too impressed with it at the moment. I'm impressed that it hadn't come apart, to tell you the truth. We're set you down here a second so I can reach in here with my good hand and screw this. Now we're trying to get things ready to get going. We got, this time of year, it's easier for me to break away from the race car, spend time with family. Just look at this ugly thing right here. See that? I ran it like this last year and kind of not really bragging on it, but I think I'm going to go ahead and try to fix it this year. Get a different cable. Engine is, other than unbolting it, hooking the cherry picker up, I think the engine's about ready to come out. I leave everything on here. Got to undo this hose here from the fuel pump. But other than that, I think all the lines and electrical is unhooked from it. Now, I'm just going to throw this out here since we're at the end of the season. Something I don't want you guys to feel like on my videos is that you need to buy something right away. That's why I don't have a bunch of merchandise or anything like that. Although I do have the ability to make the stickers like I run on my cell panel. And I also do have the ability to make a Lad Racing sticker that actually features my car. There's just a regular whatever color sticker you want it, nothing fancy, it's not screen printed. Basically be just like the one on the cell panel, it's just one color. I do have the ability to do that. I figured, I could probably make a 3x3 or something like that, and be able to sell it for a couple bucks. If anybody's interested, you can get a hold of me. Like I say before, you can get a hold of me on my personal page on Facebook, or you can hunt me down on my Lad Racing fan page on Facebook also. They're nothing fancy or anything like that, and I'm not going to push it to try to sell you anything. If I do get shirts or stuff like that, I will, if you're interested, I will put them up on here, let you guys know about it. But I don't want you guys to feel obligated to have to buy anything off of my channel. One, I'm not very popular to start with, and two, I don't want my channel to be about you having to buy things. I know there's channels that, they got their own merchandise websites and everything else. When I say I'm a grassroots racer, you see my shop, nothing fancy. I do got my little finish side over there, and even that's not fancy. We run an old Lee Spring car. We try to keep it on a budget, and going out and spending thousands of dollars a year on that stuff without the promise of anybody buying any of it, just not my budget. So, like I said, I do have the availability to make some stickers. They're nothing fancy. I thought about talking to my vinyl guy at High Caliber Graphics and seeing if he couldn't design something up, but like I said, I don't want to put the money out if there's not much interest. If you have interest in it, you can either comment on this video, or like I said, hit me up on one of my Facebook pages and we can go from there. But I think we're going to go ahead and head on back in the house. It's about supper time, I think. Either way, we've been out running around hiking and everything else today. I need to kind of get this video edited too so you guys can see it. So we're going to head on in, close this out. We'll probably catch you guys out on the road this week. God bless you. Stay safe.